Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead. Today, we are going to talk about saving some money, everyday stuff that almost anybody can do. At least a few of the items on this list. We have, I believe there's at least 12 items on the list.
I think so.
And practical stuff. Things are getting tighter. And even for our friends across the pond, I know that there's a lot of folks from the UK and Australia and Germany and France that watch the show. And these...
And Australia.
I know, that's cool. G'day.
That's all you got.
That's all I got. I don't... You know, it's such an American thing to want to sound like an Australian, but then we sound such like ding-dongs not doing a good job.
Right. Yeah. Americans are the worst at accents. Generally, I think.
I'm white and nerdy, according to Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes. Totally white and nerdy.
So, anyway.
Well, and pig's from Australia. So they can attest to the terrible Australian accents.
It's not intended to offend.
Not
Trust
at all.
me.
Not at all. I actually, after there was one time I did it on live and it was really bad, I've said I'm not doing that ever again.
Disavowed.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Your bad Australian accent.
Not doing it.
Which has absolutely nothing to do with what we're
What
talking
we're
about
going to
today.
talk about. Nope.
Yeah. Well, it was my fault. I went there.
Yes, you did.
Anyway, money-saving things. Now, here's part of the reason why we chose to do this live instead of pre-recording it and just going, hey, here's information. Because you guys can add to the conversation since the chat is recorded alongside the video.
Yep.
You can share your cool money-saving ideas because guess what? We're all in this together and we don't have a corner on the market of good ideas and you will think up ones that we didn't.
What? We don't?
I know. It's very unlike a YouTuber to say we don't have all the right ideas.
We don't have all the answers.
No. We're supposed to all look like we're just perfect, right? Look at us.
No, I mean, look at my hair. My makeup artist and hairdresser did not show up today, so this is why no, not at all.
Oh, that doesn't work anymore. I had a button that says she's right.
Oh,
it's gone. Oh, I pressed
that's really
that's
okay.
a shame.
Because everyone here knows that I'm right 100% of the time.
Right.
No.
So anyway, part of the point, guys, is that if you jump in and make suggestions and talk and chat, it's going to make it a lot more fun for you and it's going to help other people with ideas.
Yep.
So first thing that almost anybody can do, women more reluctant than men, but here it is. And it's not working because I got to go here first. That would help. Now it'll work. Haircuts, personal care. Okay. How much do you guys spend on haircuts? Honestly.
I spend about, so I'm actually the only one that goes to the hairdresser because I'm not letting him touch my hair with scissors. No. Or my daughter's. No. I actually have had our daughter Claire cut my hair once. It wasn't
terrible.
I did have to wear a ball cap. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. My hair is weird. So I will spend about $35 maybe twice a year. So
and great.
Yeah.
You know, what I suggested though was haircuts more for the guys, but personal care. Like, do you really need to go get your nails did all the time?
Or at all?
All the time? How much are you going to save in that? I mean, honestly.
Think about the chemicals that are being used.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about that stuff that is being used on your hands that stays on your hands.
Battery acid.
Pretty much. I mean, it's.
I'm just thinking.
You're not far off the truth there, pal.
Actual live poop from the barn.
Yeah, no, there's so many things, and you're breathing that stuff in the nail salon. Sorry, I think I may have been once.
You know, what's that?
And I will never go again.
From the Wayne's World movie. Get a suck cut.
It sucks as it cuts.
It certainly does. Just here, hold this. I'm going to put this thing on your melon, Garth. No,
Yeah,
but
no
okay,
kidding.
in all honesty, even if you cut back did every other month or something like that. Maybe you decided, okay, I'm gonna do my nails at home, or Brad will forsake the mani-pedi weekend every month. No, doesn't happen. But
every weekend, no.
Right. But realistically, you could save a lot of money just by even skipping a month or doing it yourself. You'll be able to spend a lot less.
Yeah. No.
So,
yeah, I actually don't even do my nails. I don't paint my nails. All I use is pretty much a nail file when it's sharp, and that's it. I don't do anything else because I know what that stuff does to your body. So,
yeah. Thank you, Barb. That's very kind. She says we're down to earth. The only reason why is because we're so heavy. We won't float away.
It's gravity.
Gravity.
It's gravity holding.
Gravity keeps us here. You know, I did just think of another one right now, is that in personal care, for those of you who have gym memberships, just come work at our farm and you will get the workout you need and we won't even charge you. Right?
He's not kidding.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. So back to haircuts really quick, though. No, you don't have to put it up.
No, I'll put it. No.
So, you punk. So, okay, I have been cutting your hair
years,
and all of the kids, all 7 of the kids, until they move out, of course. Or if they want a specific haircut and they have a job, they can pay for a specific haircut.
Yeah, if they want a styled certain way.
Sure. But I have been cutting their hair since we were married. So 30 years, 25 with the kids, you know, as they get older. Anyway, I can't even calculate how many haircuts that is and how much money that has saved. But that is, I mean, times 8 people.
It would be thousands of dollars.
That's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money because they're all I mean, Caleb asks for a haircut every other month.
I need one. I'm looking really shaggy, actually.
No,
I'm being serious.
No, it looks nice.
I don't like, and this is all like, I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Except really old and fat.
I actually do like it a little bit shorter, but
I'm doing it today.
Okay.
Got to please the bride here. She gets so cranky.
Thanks.
Next one up on the list, ladies and gentlemen, designer coffee.
Gosh.
Now, I don't care for Starbucks. I just don't like the taste of it. It's a bitter in a weird way, not in a good way. But I actually have a theory.
Because it was made with hate.
It was made with hate. They knew they could smell that I was a conservative.
They could smell the conservatism coming off of you. It's leaking from your pores like onions.
Yeah, they knew. They're like, I bet you he's a conservative.
I hate.
Make it with hate.
I'm going to make his coffee with hate.
It. Get that dirty rag. Let's bring it in there. No, I just never have cared for it, but I do have a funny theory on Starbucks people. There was a group of young people that I used to work with that were all college age, and I was in like my mid-30s, right? And they all had to, we've got to have Starbucks. It's got to have Starbucks. And they'd go get it. Starbucks run, guys. Who wants a Starbucks? Oh, I want a mango frappuccino macchiato. And
I don't even think that's a thing.
I'm sure it is. But the funny thing is that I coined a term for these kids because one day the coffee got changed out and they didn't realize it because the things that the heat protectors, those little shield things, so you don't burn your hands when you're holding the cup. They were covering a gas station logo. Nobody knew. Awesome. Nobody knew the difference. Nobody knew the difference. And so the Starbucks run, everybody kicks their money in. Normally it's like $80. It was $24. And they didn't notice. So the term I have created for those type people who really don't know the difference is called a buck snob.
Totally.
They're buck snobs.
Totally.
If they're like, I have to have Starbucks, but they don't even know the difference.
That is so funny.
Because for them, it's like an accessory.
Yeah. Oh, totally is an accessory.
Yeah.
Like they're little yappy dogs.
They're shivery little chihuahuas. When they do that, they're peeing onto their Starbucks and their Giorgio Armani.
Peeing in their Coach bags and yeah.
Anyway, let's get back on track. The designer coffee, it could be any of those things. Caribou.
Yeah, there's so many different ones. It doesn't matter, but you can save so much money by not going there. Okay, you could save $20 just by not going there once a week.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Make your own.
Make your own. I mean, seriously, there's...
BYOC. It's a BYOC day. What? BYOC. Bring your own coffee.
Don't put an H at the end of
hey,
that.
What do you think I am, Snoop Dogg?
No. Anyway, yeah, you can buy the expensive, coffee at home and roast it yourself and
crust
do
your
all
own
of that.
beans.
You could crust your own beans.
Yeah.
Anyway, even buying the Keurig cups, that's the same kind of thing, but you're still saving money.
I happen to like Black Rifle coffee as well, Jess.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I had a delicious cup of Black Rifle coffee this morning.
Oh, did you?
Actually, no, I had 8.
He drinks a whole pot every day.
The funny thing is, my mom, when she was alive, they used to love to go to Disney. And there's in Epcot Center, there's Germany, and she got this beer stein that's like this big. It's got a big old handle on it.
I think it holds 16 ounces.
That's my coffee cup.
Yes. Yeah.
And I have a couple of those. So it's like,
yeah.
Poof.
Yeah. He makes a whole pot of coffee. Do you make 10 or 12 cups?
I don't know. It's a lot.
I don't know. It's a lot. And
besides, if you choose to get you some Black Rifle, it does support veterans. It's an American company. And yes, sir, 3 bags full. Not only is it awesome, it helps our guys and gals. So that's a fun name. Just Lawns, Laughs, and Stuff.
That does sound like fun.
I'm going to have to check out your channel if you have one. Yeah. All right. So you can save easily a ton of money on just designer coffee.
Yes.
Right? I like big mugs and I cannot lie. Can you grab that?
I don't know if I can grab that safely.
I'll hold that. Oh, it's true, ladies and gentlemen. I do like big mugs and I cannot lie. All right.
Yeah, it's
a big mug.
Big as my head.
Don't eat anything bigger than your head. That's what I've always been told.
No, not bigger than your face.
You can just set it. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another one. Oil changes.
Yeah.
Maintenance on your equipment. We're not mowing the lawn anytime soon because there is no lawn and it's already covered in a few inches of snow. So, but that said, vehicles, house stuff, like if you got to fix a fridge, if you got to fix, if you got to fix the sink, which I've been putting it off.
The faucet is loose.
It's loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep fixing the handle.
The handle is not broken anymore, or is not loose anymore. It's just now the base is loose, so it swings.
Yeah,
and not the way it's supposed to swing.
No.
So
oil changes. I don't know how much money you guys would spend on an oil change, but I will typically do the oil change if it's not like snowy out and disgusting and you got to lay on the ground and all that.
Right.
But you save a ton of money just by changing your oil.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the last time we got the van oil changed, it was almost $90. And I know that it would not cost that much to change it, but it's a car. It's a car that's low to the ground, so it might be a little difficult.
You've cut your own hair for the past 13 years.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Nice. But I mean, and not just oil changes, but like just stuff around the house. Okay. Warning. You can learn a lot from YouTube channels, but don't trust everybody with every little thing just because they say they're an expert. Because let me tell you what, not everybody knows everything, and they make lots of videos anyway.
Yeah.
We've always been very open when we're not sure about a thing, and we'd be like, we don't.
Yeah.
Don't take like electrical wiring advice from this guy.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Oof.
No. Somebody's getting shocked.
Oh my goodness. Becky's daughter just paid $140 to get her oil changed.
Ouch. You know, another one, I just thought of one.
Cool.
I know a lot of people are into their pets, heavily into their pets. Wash your own dog.
Or find Tractor Supply near you. If they have a pet wash, you spend $9.99.
Yeah. And if it were summer, cut your own grass. Yes. Just lawns. I don't know if I hope you don't have a lawn service, because I just would have thrown you under the bus.
Yeah.
It was unintended.
Yeah. And plow your own snow if you're able to.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, up here, we bought a tractor so that we could push the snow away because there's a lot of driveway.
And I'm here to tell you that if my next door neighbor, you know, decided, hey, Brad, can you come plow my driveway and I'll give you a fresh pie, I'm doing it.
I think we've traded fresh pie for something. I can't remember. She's traded pie for something. For something. I can't remember what it was, but it was delicious. So. Oh,
that's cool. The men at church volunteer to change oil for the women at church. That's cool. I've heard of that.
Oh, that's nice.
I've heard of that with single moms too.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's really neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tractor Supply. Okay, so you can save hundreds right there. You ready for the next one?
Sure.
Are you market set? Boom. Okay, folks. If you work a job where you got to go to the job, bring your own food. Mm-hmm. Bring your own food.
Bring a bag lunch. Make your food from scratch. Don't go out to eat. You're spending way too much money on a bunch of crud.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, dinner tonight is going to be homemade hamburger helper.
Yes, and it's so good.
It is so good. It's so much better than the stuff in the box. I mean, what do you pay for a box of hamburger helper? A box.
I don't know, like $1, probably close to $2 now. When I last checked, it was like $1.60, but that was a while ago.
And you get just
you're buying noodles and
you're only getting a few ounces of noodles. You're not even getting a full pound.
And then a bag of chemical cheese stuff.
Sure. And you have to add the meat to it, which insane. But the recipe that I have, and I cannot remember the name of the cookbook unless it's Chick-fil-A. Yes.
Truth.
Yes. Yes, I'm down. Anyway,
yeah.
We don't have one nearby us, so you know it's not happening anytime soon. But yeah, the recipe that I make tastes so much better, and it makes a bigger meal. I mean, for our family, we would need 2 at least. When everybody was here, we'd have 3, and that's a lot of food.
Yeah,
you know, and so I make one batch, and it's delicious.
Oh, Lola Granola says she likes it. That's good.
It's one of our favorites, and I've adapted it to make it one way or a cheeseburger version.
The cheeseburger, and actually, if you wanted it more like a chili mac, you could just add some chili powder in there too. What'd you see?
Jessica just texted. Well, hamburger helper is $1.66 at Walmart where they live.
Not bad.
My daughter-in-law. Our daughter-in-law, sorry. That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Jess. Hey, Jonathan. Hope things are going good down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting snowed on. Lots of it.
Yeah, we are.
So
it's coming down pretty good.
I don't know how. Okay, here's another thing about the food and the lunches. All right, we've mentioned this when we do our budgeting meals. Don't go to the store hungry.
No,
you're going to put everything in the cart that you never intended to buy.
Right. And they do that on purpose. They put strategically placed items at the checkout. They're impulse buys so that you will snag those up when you're hungry.
What's poopy for the price? Oh, I know what she means, the hamburger helper. Like, huh? Okay, yeah, I got it.
Right. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Too funny.
So depends on your budget, your system, but you can spend way too much money by buying boxed. You can spend way too much money by just going, oh, I'll just go to lunch out today.
Right. And if you're making, say, the homemade hamburger helper, make a double batch.
Oh, yeah.
And then freeze it. And then you can take that for lunches.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't remember who said it, but leftovers are an excellent lunch that you
That's
can
what
take.
we typically do.
Yeah, but I mean, we work at home. We don't go to a job, and if we did, we would take leftovers for lunches.
Yeah.
Because it's better that way.
All righty. Here it is. Drum roll, please. Boom. Okay. Here's the deal. All of your internet service providers, your telephone contracts, all of the tech that you guys consume, we consume, almost without a doubt, if you call them and ask for a deal, or even say, I'm considering going to AT&T,
Sure.
or I'm considering going to over here, they've got a better deal going on, what can you do for me? Almost always, unless you've just recently done it, almost always they'll just say, oh, okay, well, it looks like you've been a great customer, so how about 10% off?
Right. They'll generally give you a better deal if you squawk and say, hey, I'm going over here. Or
even just, you don't even have to squawk. You can honestly say, look, things are costing a lot more right now, and I can't afford this. So I'm either going to leave the service, or you're going to give me a better deal. And so either way, if you left the service, you're going to save money, or they want to keep you. So they're not going to say, sorry, deal with it.
Right. So it's better if you say, hey, what's going on here? I want to fix this.
Can I get a better deal? Yeah. And sometimes, they might not even give you like, okay, we'll lower the price. But what they'll do is they'll give you an extra month or two for free. So it is the same thing as lowering the price. Really, it's like getting a coupon, I guess.
Right. Or they'll send you a gift card or something. Yeah.
But it's all worth money in that 10-minute phone call that you got to slug through to get to the person and say, look, you can give me a deal or I'm leaving.
Funny Yarn Prepper saying Spectrum never deals anymore. They cut the cable. Yarn Prepper cut the cable, not Spectrum. So
well, and that's funny too, is we haven't had cable television in years now. And we haven't missed it.
6 years, maybe more, maybe longer. Yeah. Yeah.
When the internet got more, or rather, I should say, quick enough to where you could consume what you wanted to on your computer or whatever, it was like, why are we paying all this money?
Right.
And then I think we have one or two of those streaming things. Like we have Peacock because I get to watch British soccer.
Sure. Yeah.
And
that's actually pretty reasonable. I mean, that one's $10 a month. For no ads, because that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
There's so many things on there that we can watch. So,
but be careful when it comes to those streaming platforms or even like Amazon Prime. They always do this. They'll give you the free year or whatever, and then it's only going to be how much now?
Oh, $15.99 now. So get this. So our kids love to listen to music. They listen to music all the time. And so we had Amazon Prime, and with that comes Amazon Music. Okay, great. It's added into the service. Well, guess what? They just cut 90% of the songs that are on Amazon Music.
They get you using it.
And they get you using it, and then they now want to charge you $16.99 for a family plan. Nope, it's gone.
Yeah, they get you using it, get you addicted to it, and then one day when you're going, how come I can't listen to Billy Joel anymore?
Right. So it's gone. No more Amazon Prime.
I want to take a second and say, Ray, I am completely humbled and blown away, and I'm grateful that you would say such a kind
That's awesome.
thing.
Thank you.
Hopefully you keep going strong, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I am completely off track, but thankful. That's nice. Okay. So yeah, you can save a ton of money depending on your services, but ask for a deal because most of the time they don't want to see you go away.
Right.
Next. Here we go. Here is a great way to make some money today.
Yep.
How many of you guys have a drawer at your home that has your old flip phones or old iPhones or iPads or maybe even just technical calculators that you bought and they were like $500 when you bought them and now they're so outdated you use the new gadget.
Right.
There are tons of websites that will buy them from you.
Mm-hmm.
I have done 4 different phones.
I think so. What is it, that service called? I can't remember what you use.
Just Google it. It's like Sell Your Old Tech or Sell Your Old iPhone. And what's cool about it is that you will go online and you'll select what your device is. You'll select, does it work? They'll ask you a few questions about it. Only takes like 2 minutes. And then they'll say, okay, do you want us to bid on it? Okay. Then they'll tell you right then, okay, if you send it and it's in the condition that you're saying that it's in, then we'll give you $300.
Right.
Or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done it several times. Mm-hmm. They will mail you the box. You pack it in the box. You send it off. Mm-hmm. And in about a week, you got your money in the bank.
Right. Right. Yeah. JG says they use their old phones as MP3 players.
We do that with kids.
We do that with kids. We actually have one old phone that it used to be a phone that we use as an MP3 player now, because they won't buy that one. It's too old.
Yeah, but there are sites that will buy up just about any old tech that you can think of. If you've got an old laptop, graphics cards. I've sold graphics cards.
Computer hardware sold.
Hard drives. Keep in mind, like, remember when the virus that shall never be named officially on YouTube or else you get banned? Remember that, when that happened? Well,
no, I don't remember that at all.
In the tech world, there was a humongous shortage of graphics cards. And the reason why was all of the shipping from over there had stopped. If you remember that, plus everybody was stuck at home, so everybody became gamers. Like, not everybody, but obviously a lot of people. So all the graphics cards got bought up real fast, and there was a time where you couldn't get a graphics card from Best Buy at all for almost 6 months.
Right. And then they doubled or tripled in price too.
Yep. So I looked around because I build my own computers, and I was like, wait a minute, I got a couple graphics cards laying around. And we made almost as much as when I originally bought it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy when you talk like a year and a half in the tech world.
Yeah.
Because that's a lifetime.
Sure. Yeah. It's insane how quickly the tech changes. So
Judy says, my husband had old computers we need to get rid of. But we don't know. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know. Yep. Maybe you can make some money. And if it's really old, sell it on Craigslist as vintage.
A lot of people will recycle them. They'll take the gold out of it and other stuff out of it.
That is true. That is true. But some of the like really old Apple stuff, people collect it.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't get rid of the old Apple stuff. Like old PCs, they're a paperweight.
Well... Okay, she's just pushing my buttons on purpose.
Yeah. We have a healthy rivalry, I guess you could say.
It's not a rivalry. Well, my computer is a lot better than your Mac for a lot less money.
Your computer is a lot better than my Mac. I just don't like it. I can't stand PCs. Can't stand them. So that's my choice.
I have the burden of a better computer for cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay,
you
cool.
do.
Moving on.
Okay, bye.
Look up those sites and sell your old tech. All right. Here, Mom's going to talk about the envelope system. Why? Because it's worked.
Because you said I am. Silly goose.
Because it's worked for us.
Yeah. So Dave Ramsey is a financial guru. He's fantastic. If you want to be able to get out of debt, he is the one you need to listen to because he is just wicked smart.
He's wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
Boy's wicked smart.
My boy's wicked smart.
You like apples?
I like apples.
I like
got
them
a
apples.
Yeah. Anyway. So.
Oh, hey,
Train
Kimmy.
of thought. Hey, Kimmy. Train of thought. Gone. It's out of the station.
Envelope system.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Gunner. A Mac is a PC. It's a personal computer. I meant.
We know.
I know the difference.
Oh, Cheryl.
Yes.
She's deceived.
You're my buddy. Thanks.
She's deceived.
No, she's not.
Come to the dark side.
Dave Ramsey.
Envelopes.
He's a wicked smart guy. He has this program called the envelope system. And you can look it up on his website. You can actually even order the envelope system, the program, and it goes through the whole deal. Anyway, what it is you set your budget for a certain amount for groceries, a certain amount for Starbucks, insurance, gas, that kind of thing. And you put cash in those envelopes, and that's what you use for your monthly bills. Well, once that's gone,
it's gone.
It's gone. You can't swap from somewhere else to do something else. It's just gone.
Yep.
I find that it's with the way people pay bills now is a little bit more challenging because everybody pays their bills online.
Yeah.
I don't think I pay a single bill with a check unless it's like from the vet, that kind of thing. Then I'll pay that with a check. But everything else I pay online. So the envelope system wouldn't work that way.
Unless you had to budget seriously and you just had willpower.
Well, no, I mean, you would have to put the money back in the bank to pay the bill online.
Right.
So
that's
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So if I may make a suggestion, get a book, like one of those journal books, and write your bills out for the month. Write out when you get paid and divide those bills out by when you get paid. That way, when you get paid, you pay those bills, and then you can take out your grocery money and put it in an envelope, take out your gas money and put it in an envelope, and then that's it. You don't use your debit card for anything else, or fun money.
Just don't let your kids find the envelopes.
Amen to that. Keep those in a safe or something like that.
Lock and key.
Fun money, date night money,
budget for those things.
You've got to budget for those things. Budget for clothing, that kind of stuff. That way it's not just, I've got to buy, 3 pairs of jeans for our, teenager that shot up 6 inches in the last month. So, which he didn't, thankfully. But yeah, it's you're going to have to pay your online bills and then set the other stuff aside to make sure you don't overspend what's left in your account.
But the envelopes most certainly do help.
Oh, yes.
So it's kind of funny.
Yes.
I got distracted by Kimmy. She's in her apron channel awesomeness.
You did not get distracted.
No, right there. No,
I see it.
I missed the wall phone with the long cords.
I know. Those were great.
Back in my day, some of the people that we knew still had those ones that had the like crank thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was no joke. There was like one person in our neighborhood that had it where you had to walk over and talk into it and hold it up. No lie.
Those are awesome. Yeah.
No lie. Actually, another funny thing, I was working with some kids on a missions trip one time, and we went to Chicago and a homeless shelter. And the kids were like, what is that thing sitting outside the homeless shelter? It's got a cord on it. And they honestly had never seen a payphone. Never seen one.
No.
We're like, yeah, you used to put quarters in them, and then you could dial people's numbers, and you had to push the buttons or do the circle thing, and they had truthfully never seen one.
That's so funny. Kimmy, you say you miss the phones with the long cords. I actually despise the long cords.
I always get tangled up.
That always bothered the stew out of me. I'm like, you can't, once they're tangled, forget about it. You cannot detangle them. It just doesn't work.
There is one really good argument for the long, twisty, tangly cord phone thing still. That's the only way you can get in and out of the matrix. So that's important.
That's so funny.
It's true.
That's too funny.
All right.
You're right.
Other tips. Here we go. Boom. Save some more money. Bang. Right there. Here it is, folks. This one is one that is uncomfortable for most of us who live in civilized countries. Why? Because we don't like to wait. No. We want it now. We are used to get it now. We're impatient. And here's the deal. If you have this wild burr in your mind that you want to buy a thing, whatever it is, pick the thing in your head. Now, as you're going out the door to get that thing, stop yourself Go back inside and wait one day, just one day.
One day or even 2.
And then think, do I really need/want this? Is it really worth this?
Mm-hmm.
The way I used to tell the kids was, because when they were starting to learn how to deal with money, and they would get a job, and then they would get like an $8 an hour job. They're like, wow. And then they would want to buy something that cost them like, $40 or whatever. The thing I would tell them was like, I want you to think about this. How long did it take you to earn the money to get that $40 thing?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that amount of time worth the widget you want?
Right.
Would you be willing to work that amount of time again in your mind and go, oh, I had to shovel and I had to scoop and I had to dig plants at the nursery and I had to, I sweat a lot. That was a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, okay, is it worth a video game? And sometimes it's yes, and sometimes it's no.
Right.
But at least then they can relate it in their mind to this value. Is it worth that?
Right. Let me give you a funny example. Yesterday, we had our farrier out. Now, this guy has been trimming our animals' hooves, well, our equine animals' hooves for 4 years?
Yeah, probably 4 years.
A little over 4 years.
Yeah,
Actually, it's closer to 5. And I'll be honest, he's a little difficult to deal with.
He likes to talk.
Loves to talk.
A lot.
I'm not kidding. He spent as much time talking as he did trimming.
Good thing is he doesn't charge by the hour.
Yeah. But what he didn't, I was asking him, hey, are you accepting any new customers? That kind of thing. Cause our riding instructor may need need some farrier work done on our horses. He's like, yeah, sure. I'll take, I'll take her on as a new customer. But don't tell her about the cash price. Excuse me?
What?
Cash price?
Excuse me?
I've been paying you cash for the last 5 years. You have a cash price.
And you have not been giving us the cash price.
And you've not been giving us the cash price. What in the world, dude? Come on. Yeah, it's $5 off if you give him the cash price.
And now multiply that times 2 animals, or now 3 animals.
3, right.
Several times a year.
Hope pays for her. Well, it's actually every 2 months. So 6 times a year.
Yeah.
Hope pays for whiskey and puzzle. And that $10 is 1 hour of work for her. She's like, I've been paying him $60 this whole time when I could have been paying him only $50.
Yep.
She was a bit teed off, honestly. And I don't blame her. I would be too.
But that's her, because she's working now.
Yeah.
And she's thinking in her mind, wait a minute, that was an actual hour of work that I could have saved just because he didn't tell me about it.
The cash price. I'm not kidding. We've been paying, I think I paid him check once because I didn't have cash on hand, but we've been paying him cash this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, you owe me several free trimmings.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, that's
good
like,
luck.
Bleeding a rock. Yeah, it's not happening. So, I was a little annoyed by that. And he's like, oh, I told you. Nope. No, you didn't.
We've been giving you cash.
Because I would have been paying that. So,
anyhow, so ladies and gentlemen, what's your favorite money saving thing? Because I gotta tell you what, put it in the chat, because right now things are kind of high. They're going to get higher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, something I want to say about waiting on impulse buys, on the impulse buys. Oh, you don't have to put it back up.
That's
anyway,
okay.
So waiting on that, do some more research.
Oh, yeah.
Find out if another place has it cheaper. And then you can always and have that store price match.
Yep.
I know that a lot of places will do it if it's like within 30 miles, or I can't remember. Some store does it within 30 miles. I can't remember who does it, but yeah, up here anyway. But yeah, do some more research. See if you can find a cheaper deal on it, or wait until there's going to be a sale. So
yeah. Hey, Kathia.
Hey.
We're heading out though. We're just about done.
Yes.
So put your favorite money saving ideas, strategies in the chat, and well, that's that.
Yeah. No, Amy, I had a nice tip for the farrier.
Ooh.
Look both ways before crossing.
Yeah, he did.
He said, no, that's not as exciting.
HT6 has a good one. Libraries.
Yes. Libraries are a great place. You can borrow books, you can borrow DVDs, you can even borrow CDs. I don't actually, do they do CDs anymore?
Yeah, most places.
Yeah.
Most places.
Yeah.
Actually, when we lived in Cincinnati, they had one of the greatest library systems. It was the coolest. You could go online and have your own account, and you could select from the entire library system, like 40 different libraries, and then they would ship all of those different books, CDs, movies to your library where it's closest to you, and then they would say, okay, next Wednesday, come get what you want to borrow.
Yep.
And then that way you didn't have to go all of these places to get all the stuff that you wanted. So yeah, that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have had a good afternoon. Hope you continue to have a good afternoon. Now we're going to go shovel snow.
What do you mean we?
That's true. It's my job.
There's no 2 chairs in the tractor. So
I'll make room for you, baby.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
She's cute. Trust me, I will make room for you in the tractor.
Have a blessed day, everybody.
Yeah. And what was that about? Oh my gosh. Bye.
Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths, lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Oh my God, I trust in you. Let me not be put to shame. Let not my enemies exult over me. Indeed, none who wait for you shall be put to shame. Good and upright is, good and upright is, good and upright is the Lord. Good and upright is, good and upright is, good and upright is the Lord. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths, lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. For your name's sake, O Lord, pardon my guilt, for it's great. Who is the man who fears the Lord? truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I